Like Mrs. Kitson did, I'm going to try to do this whole new recording on my computer, screen recording. So we'll see how it goes. So first of all, I want you to think up to last week when you practiced with Mrs. Kitson bringing your stories to life with your voice. You did such a wonderful job at that, and we're going to continue to do that this week as well. So, first, I'm going to go over the chart with you again to remind our brain of what we were practicing last week. All right, so this is the chart I have. Remember, we're using our voice to bring our stories to life. So the first thing that we want to think of is to make the book sound smooth. Our words just sound smooth like we're having a conversation, not slow like this. That's not how we talk. Also, not quick and fast like this, because then whoever we're reading to won't be able to understand. So we're making our voice sound smooth and calm. All right, the next thing we want to think about is to make our voice match or sound like the characters in the book. So, for example, when we're reading the Piggy and Elephant books, when we're reading Piggy's part, we want to sound like Piggy. So maybe you have a high voice, maybe you have a low voice. It's up to you and how you think Piggy sounds. But then when we switch characters to Elephant, he's going to sound different. Maybe he is a lower voice than Piggy because he's a bigger animal. So, really remembering that when you're thinking about your characters and when they're talking, really when they're talking, okay? And then the next thing, read like a professional storyteller with props, gestures, and sound effects. My students last week, when I was looking at their voice recordings and videos, they did such a great job with adding sound effects to their reading. Boom, if the lightning was striking, something like that. So, really adding to it. And if you want to add props, you may. If you have those at home or if you want to make them, that would be great. I know your teacher or whoever's listening to your recordings would love to see you do that. All right, and then the fourth thing, pop out important parts. That's when you see bold words. Really, usually when you see bold words, you want to be louder. And when you see exclamation points, that means that person's feeling really strong about what they're saying. And then also sometimes if you see smaller words, it usually means that your voice should go small. Focus on is something that we've been doing all year. We are going to reread the stories we've already been reading. We are going to do that because usually when you read through the first time, that's the first time you're seeing those words, and it doesn't always sound the smoothest. You're not really able to be the best character you can be, really bringing that story to life. But when we do reread, we're able to use a smoother voice. We know what we want to say. We know what character's talking. We can add gestures in. We can make those important parts really loud. So we're going to focus on that today. What I thought we could do together is we are going to look at those pages of Piggy and Elephant, the Piggy and Elephant books that Mrs. Kitson assigned to you in Seesaw last week. We're going to look at those and reread them and really practice so that later on you can do it on your own. So, what we're going to do is it's been almost a week since I've seen those pages. So, first, I'm going to read those pages and then I'm going to reread them. And I hope the second time I do that, that I can really bring that story to life, remembering all those things from my chart. All right. And what I want you to do is I want you to do it with me, like you're in the classroom with me. All right. Let's give this a try. So let's see. All right. Here's my page. So I'm going to read through it once and then a second time. She's not there. He's not there. Oh, okay, I can do that better. I see who's talking and I see an exclamation point. Okay, ready? She is not there. He is not there. See how I changed my voice for the characters? All right, let's go to the next page. Oh no. Maybe. I think I can do that better. And that word maybe is really big, so I need to use a different voice for that part. And I got to think, how did I sound like elephant on the last page? Oh no! Maybe. When I ever see 3 dots in a row, that means maybe something different's going to happen on the next page or exciting. Let's see. A scary, scary monster is trying to eat her right now. Okay, I'm going to try that a little better because I need to use a scared voice. That's scary. It said scary. Ready? A scary, scary monster is trying to eat her right now. Right, so it says new book, but I still have my same characters. So remembering all of the things from my chart. All right. What are we going to do now? I can do that better. When I look at the page, I can see elephant is screaming so loud that it looks like Piggy went in the air. So I need to use a louder voice. Let's try that again. What are we going to do now? I think I really brought that page to life. All right, let's go to the next page. We could play pirate. Okay, I sounded okay, but I didn't really change my voice. So I remembered that for Peggy, I used a higher voice. So I'm going to do that page again. We could play pirate. Who needs plans when you have a pig for a pal? So wait a second. So when I look at that page, if I really, really look at that, I can see that elephant, he's also trying to be a pirate, and so is Piggy. So for both of them, I need to try to bring out my pirate voice. So let's give this a try. Ready? Okay. Who needs plans when you have a pig for a pal? Arr! That sounded better. Thank you for helping me reread those pages from last week. I don't know about you, but for me, I felt as though the second time I reread those pages, I brought the story to life way better. I thought about all of those things on my chart, and it was way easier for me to do that the second time. And so the assignment that you are going to do today is exactly what we just did. And very similar to what you did last week with Mrs. Kitson. The only difference is I'm going to have different pages than she had last week. And also, you're not just going to go to the pages, record the reading, and send it to your teacher, because that's not what we practiced today. What we practiced today was rereading to get our body ready and then almost like performing the page out. So what you're going to do is you are going to read each of the pages 2 times on your own. And then when you feel comfortable and ready to really bring that page or pages to life, then you're going to record yourself and send it to your teacher. Your teacher wants to hear your smooth voice. She wants you to bring the characters out. She wants you to maybe add some gestures if you're doing a video. She wants you to also, if there's an exclamation point or important parts, to show that with your voice. All right? So that's what you're going to do today. All right? I'm excited to see all of these videos and recordings. Off you go.